Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover, including a few that are bound to make a certain group of Eminem critics pop a blood vessel when they get to find out what DJ Quik and Nicki Minaj had to say about Eminem a few hours ago. And we'll be exploring more on this in a bit, as this already started to trigger so-called hip-hop heads on social media who are already losing their minds over this. And to be fair, we found this to be quite entertaining, since these hip-hop fans would throw their favorite rappers under the bus whenever they say anything positive about Eminem, and we even got some examples which we'll get to in a moment. And today we also have more on the battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, as we got a story that made headlines a few hours ago, as Kendrick Lamar is getting quote exposed for faking his streams by a source. And as usual, they sparked another round of heated debates, as some believe it is time for Drake fans to let it go, as they look like sore losers. But I'll leave it up to you guys to be the judge, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section later. And today we'll be starting with Pusha T, arguably the first or second rapper to humble Drake, since some believe Common was the first. But before we get to it, we have an update on the story we covered in the last video, when Mac Lethal, in his diss track aimed at Tom McDonald, claimed he toured with D12, and they showed him a video that showed Eminem cringe in reaction to Tom's track to M, Dear Slim. And like we covered, Conniver shut this down and denied ever touring with Mac Lethal. However, we got an update that showed Mac Lethal spice it up by claiming D12, but rather he toured with a member of the group, Swifty McVeigh. And word about this got to Conniver, who reiterated, "No way on God's green earth will Swifty be co-signing anybody who disses our big bro. Whatever happened was after Swifty was around him. We don't and never played that ish about each other." Although some have had to clear the air for Conniver that Mac Lethal wasn't dissing Eminem on the song. And now the question remains, what did Mac Lethal mean by D12? Showed him a video of Eminem's reaction, and did he mean Swifty McVeigh? Because it looks like he approves of the Tom McDonald diss track, as Swifty reacted on IG with brutal flex biceps and fire emojis to the Tom McDonald diss track. And moving on, starting with clips, they recently had a chat with Vulture, and we got to find out how they feel about Kendrick name dropping Pusha T on Euphoria. That's arguably the best diss track from the battle. And when the lyrics "Let me see your Pusha T" was brought up, Push responded with incredible display of battle raps. Listen man, Kendrick, to which No Malice added, "It was a masterclass." And moving on to the latest, a source recently shared receipts, proof of payment, from one of Kendrick Lamar's manager, Anthony Saleh. And during a chat with academics, he expanded on how he received payment to boost the streams for Not Like Us, and now he is blowing the whistle due to fear. Check out some snippets.
And again, I have a certain amount of money that I just, for my age, the amount of money I have is kind of sickening. I don't want to risk that and then me end up getting robbed or me end up getting shot by somebody else who isn't.
I'm not trying to post your bank account, brother. Just speak your truth.
Alright, fuck it, bro. It's Anthony Saleh. I'm crashing out because this is for my safety. This is how I feel. That's who paid me. Not saying I was in direct contact with him. That's just the name that was on the account that I got paid by, and that's how I feel. And I'm scared. Obviously, bro. I'm not of age. I'm young. I'm underage. I can't do certain things. I'm scared of people, bro. I do online shit. I'm not a shooter. I'm not a hitter. I got reached out to by people. I did this, and this is what happened. This is my safety net now. I don't want to die, obviously, bro. I mean, I'm just how I feel, and this is what I had to say. And it's stupid as fuck, because obviously I want to keep making money. I have I've made mid 7 figures. I'm touching crazy money. But then again, if somebody's gonna come threaten my life, why does money matter? Why?
And boy, this has sparked split reactions, as those in Drake's corner wasted no time to pounce. We out in SoCal. I've heard the song exactly one time in the streets, I don't understand where these numbers coming from. And these anecdotes are always hilarious because people are so full of themselves, they fail to realize that at the end of the day, you're just one person. And these receipts have been taken as concrete proof that Kendrick faked the streams for Not Like Us by many in Drake's corner. However, on the other end, takes like these blew up. Drake stans are spiraling, looking for anything to help their case. All of this is easily faked, lol. A week from now, they'll be saying AI wrote all of Kendrick's verses, and they'll have a 13-year-old kid programmer on Twitch as evidence, laughing emojis. And this also blew up. What Drake stans don't understand is that it is the music that did it. The numbers were just a bonus. We heard what we heard, and Kendrick won with his pen and the timing of his drops. All of this scrambling for bots won't change anything. It just makes you all look desperate, lol. And speaking on numbers, it is true. No one was expecting Kendrick to win the numbers battle, but he did, and it was just a bonus point. But what are your thoughts on the receipts from the source so far? Of course, this is not conclusive proof that Kendrick's manager faked the streams. And moving on, before we get to DJ Quik's take on Eminem, Nicki Minaj opened the floodgates with this one when she made these comments about Eminem on Station Head.
I just had an epiphany, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Eminem is in my top 3. I have to be honest, because people who rap fast and you can clearly hear what they're saying, and in addition to that, it is a motherfucking punchline, a double entendre that you have to now go back and listen to understand both ways that he said it while saying it one way, right? The consistency of knowing his fan base, the consistency of making hit records.
Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise to any hip-hop fan. We literally have a study that shows every rapper worth their salt has got Eminem in their top 5. However, this was triggering to some hip-hop heads who went off on Nicki Minaj for this. Nicki talking about a white rapper and giving him a stamp of approval of a top 3 approval is scary and crazy to me, but yet goes against most talented, successful female rappers who are of the culture, and that's crazier to me, to keep it a buck. The worst part is that her cult fanbase will go against Nicki's own culture with racism just to defend a white man, but yet she's screaming, protect black female or protect the culture. And this is hilarious, as this was also coming from a Cardi B fan, especially when you know this was Cardi B a few months ago.
I just really just want to tell him, it's like, yo,
oh, really?
I love you, like.
Can you tell him now?
I love you, you're amazing, you're so sickening, and
I love him too, man. I work with him. I have
yeah.
no choice.
And boy, school was in session. Users have been going in on these critics triggered by Nicki's comments, as some hit back with, the white rapper she's talking about is literally Eminem. Are you for real? And now Eminem's caught up in the middle of Cardi versus Nicki, all while Megan versus Nicki fans have been going at it due to the bars on Houdini. And these fans are vicious. Reducing a man's impact in rap to race is one of the corniest things you've done, apart from standing an untalented Mexicana. Eminem is a top 5 rapper in the field of hip-hop, whether you like it or not, whether pink or yellow, quote, most talented female, so she's going against herself, and it was quite the sight to behold to see some hip-hop fans throw their favorite rappers under the bus, all because they hate Eminem. And we got more examples of those crying as they were reminded. This was from Jay-Z. You're gonna die when you hear that Hov has that same white boy in his top 5 laughing my bum off.
Let's say this, man. You've been called the greatest. The titles have just been endless for you. You in everybody's top 5 who knows about hip hop. Who's in your top 5? If Jay-Z had a top 5 right now, who's your top 5 MCs?
Man, I mean, I got the usual suspects, Big and Pac and Scarface and Eminem and Andre 3000. Off the top of my head right now, that would be my 5.
All right, what about women-wise? Any females out there that you admire on the hip-hop side?
There are no women right now. I mean, we need the women to come back now. There haven't been women since Lauryn Hill. She's the last one. I think she's the best female rapper of all time.
And while this was on, DJ Quik added some fuel to the fire when he shared this on IG stories. Yo, Eminem is the best rapper alive. Nah, man. Ooh. He's always an event when he shows up. And boy, people think Drake fans are spiraling, but we got one in real life that's been on for years, from former Outsiders member Aziz, who's been spiraling and glitching in a dictionary definition sense for years, and in response to DJ Quik's take on Eminem, he went off. Eminem is trash, dumpster juice, you clowns been capping dude up for years. He's never been battle tested. Aziz, bury you, I killed Slim Shady. Y'all been silent about this bomb whooping. Laughing emojis. This proves you dudes ain't for the culture, y'all in it for cash. And now's a great time to revisit academics' take on people who believe Eminem is the greatest.
The greatest rapper of all time is Eminem.
I disagree. I know you like hip hop and you love hip hop at a different level too, but you can't come back with some Eminem is the best rapper. They're gonna look at that like that's a white boy opinion.
But boy.
Oh, the irony. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on these topics. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.